Everyone knows the First World War as a clash of empires, soldiers in muddy trenches, tanks rolling through Europe, and alliances collapsing under fire. But what if the real story wasn't about nations fighting for honor, but for money? What if behind every bullet, every trench, and every fallen soldier, there was a banker, a bond, and a balance sheet? This is the War of Wealth, the untold story of how financial power shaped the First Global War and how it still shapes our world today. Origins: the Golden Foundations. Before the war, Europe was built on the gold standard, a system that tied every currency to a fixed amount of gold. It created stability, but also dependency. Britain dominated global finance from London, while Germany, rapidly industrializing, wanted its own economic empire. Trade wars, military buildups, and banking rivalries weren't just politics. They were economic strategy. The gold supply couldn't match the ambition of empires, and when credit outgrew gold, tension was inevitable. Beneath the glittering age of progress, the world economy had already become a battlefield. The rise financing the fire. When Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in 1914, the political crisis lit the fuse, but finance fueled the explosion. As nations mobilized, their treasuries emptied. Gold reserves vanished overnight. To keep the war machine alive, countries turned to paper money and debt. Britain issued war bonds, urging citizens to lend to defend. Germany launched massive domestic loans, betting it could repay after victory. The United States, still neutral, became the world's banker with Wall Street titan J.P. Morgan financing the Allied cause. By 1916, this wasn't just a war of nations. It was a war of credit lines. Breaking point when money collapsed. By 1918, the numbers stopped adding up. Gold was gone. Currencies crumbled. Governments printed money faster than they could fire shells. Germany's mark began its fall toward hyperinflation. Britain and France faced staggering debts to America. And for the first time, the United States emerged as the financial superpower of the world. The war ended on the battlefield, but the economic fallout would ignite a new crisis, setting the stage for the Great Depression and the Second World War. Modern parallels, a familiar pattern. Today the same system continues. Global debt now exceeds $300 trillion. Governments borrow from tomorrow to survive today. The currencies we trust are no longer backed by gold, only by belief. Just as in 1914, money still fuels power, conflict, and control. Conclusion: lessons of the War of Wealth? History's warning is clear. When money becomes a weapon, nations lose control of peace. The true war is never just on the battlefield. It's in the balance sheets that decide who wins, who loses, and who pays the price. If you found this story revealing, subscribe for more deep dives into the secret history of money, power, and the global economy.